Once upon a time, in a quiet suburban neighborhood, there lived a Saint Bernard named Beethoven. He was a loyal and loving companion to his owners, who had cared for him since he was just a small, fluffy puppy. Beethoven's days were filled with warm hugs, delicious meals, and joyful playtime with his human family. However, life can be unpredictable, and fate can change in the blink of an eye. One day, Beethoven's owners suddenly vanished, leaving behind an empty home and a bewildered dog. They had never returned, nor did they leave any indication of their whereabouts. Confused and abandoned, Beethoven was left to fend for himself on a desolate, vacant lot. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but Beethoven refused to give up hope. He remained steadfast in his loyalty, believing that his owners would eventually return for him. He patiently sat on that empty lot, waiting for their familiar faces and wagging his tail with anticipation. The passing seasons took their toll on the devoted dog, his health deteriorating as hunger and loneliness gnawed at him. One day, a concerned family stumbled upon a heart-wrenching photograph of Beethoven on social media. The image captured his emaciated frame and pleading eyes, resonating deeply with their sense of empathy. They knew they had to do something to help this innocent soul who had been abandoned so callously. Filled with determination, the family set out to find Beethoven. They followed the clues and eventually arrived at the vacant lot where the dog had been left behind. There he was, still sitting faithfully, awaiting his owners who would never return. With gentle words and soothing gestures, the family approached Beethoven cautiously, mindful of the pain he had endured. They offered him food, water, and a reassuring touch, their intentions pure and their hearts open. Beethoven, though weakened and battered, sensed their kindness. He allowed himself to trust once again, and the family took him into their arms. And so, Beethoven lived out the rest of his days in a place filled with love, knowing that he would never be abandoned again.